Yes, in y'all. Perhaps the reason why people think that I'm up for, never mind up for grabs, but that it's only a matter of time before I end up fornicating or doing weird stuff is because you've gotten yourselves used to all these professing Christians, and maybe some of them are Christian, I don't know. You've gotten yourself used to all of these Christians that allow themselves, because iskati njefela sandlula, before they get husbands or whatever, or even wives, and they end up fornicating. Because you have done this to so many Christians, you think that it's only a matter of time before the rest of us who are the remnant who hold on to chastity all the way to the end. Yeah, you think that it's only a matter of time before we do whatever, but I have something to let you know. Well, one of all these Christians, I'm not going to take away from them that they're Christian, because sometimes they end up feeling so bad that they repent and then they start their journey again from year one after falling apart from their celibacy walk. One of all these ones that fell apart, I don't know why, I don't know who is training them, I don't know who is teaching them in their churches that you can just bounce back, or you can just repent and carry on with your celibacy journey from where you left off, and the Lord will have compassion and mercy on you, and you will still get yours no matter what. Because there is no one in the Bible that has ever taken God for granted that did not meet with permanent consequences, in spite of God, of course, forgiving them because they repented. David, his fornication, his adultery, caused the sword to never leave his household and for him to be humiliated in front of his whole country. Samson, him falling apart with Delilah. We all know how that ended. Philistines finally captured him because of his sexual sin. It was to contribute to why he even fell apart in the first place. And then his eyes were plucked out and he had to die the way that he died, killing more Philistines in his death than he did when he was alive, because lust made him a captive of the Philistines. Solomon, full in these streets with all different kinds of concubines, nasty stuff. We all know how that ended for him. Utterly disappointing to God at the end of his life, to a point of even causing a man to have to flee the town because he sent for his death, even though he was a peaceful king. So peaceful was he that God let him build the temple, and yet he wanted to kill Jeroboam. Yeah, because of his sins. And it is because of his sins that God brought that calamity. What I'm trying to explain to you is that anywhere in the Bible where there was compromise by any saint of the living God, there was always consequences, even if the Lord ultimately forgave those people. So all these men and women that allow themselves to break their vows of celibacy because it's been 7 years, 20 years, or however long, but they're enduring their own little David and Bathsheba moment, and they will give you testimony accounts if they're honest.